Are all blood, sweat, and tears created equal? Or are those shed by university-sponsored athletes worth more than those shed from intramural athletes? Good afternoon. Today you're watching Mad Dog's MVPs. Lately, tensions have been rising between athletes from all walks of campus with regards to funding for their sports. Should intramural sports receive more funding because they're more inclusive and involve a more diverse group of students? Or are they a liability since the university actually doesn't make any money out of intramurals? Today we'll visit Brigham Young University's campus to talk to 4 different individuals about their view of this pressing issue. We'll first visit with a member of the university administration, then an intramural athlete, a university-sponsored athlete, and then someone who has done both. Let's get to the bottom of this. Hi, Kinsey. Thank you so much for meeting with us on short notice. I know you're busy. But we just had some questions. As a member of the BYU administration, we'd like to know what is kind of the status of BYU athletics with regards to university-sponsored sports and intramural sports?
Right. So we understand here that not everybody can be a university-sponsored athlete, but a lot of people still have that passion for sports. And so we wanted to have something that offers that opportunity to everyone. And so that's where the intramural program comes in. And right now there are around 12,000 intramural athletes playing in 14 different sports, whereas our university-sponsored athletes, there are around 550 of them playing in 19 different sports. And there are kind of some differences because intramurals don't really bring in money. They don't really get as much. So to play an intramural sport, you have to pay a small fee, and then you can play, and all you're going to win is a t-shirt because we have to put our money towards referees and fields and everything. Whereas our university-sponsored athletics, we have ticket sales and all of that, and it helps generate money. And like I said, we don't really spend money on intramurals, whereas the university-sponsored sports, we spend about $46 million a year on that. So, yeah, both programs have a lot of similarities and a lot of differences, but overall, they're both just there to help the students.
Thank you for your time.
Of course.
Sarah, if you could say anything to the university administration about the status of intramural sports, what would it be?
We simply need more. There are 14 different sports people can play, let alone the 12,000 athletes that are playing. We come from all walks of life. We have jobs. Some of us have 2 jobs. We take so many credits, and we need more support. I mean, you can't just play inner tube water polo on a whim or co-ed kickball in the spring and summer. I mean, that requires a commitment, and we don't have the proper support.
If you could change something about the recognition system at the university, what would you change?
I think intramural athletes should honestly be awarded with scholarships. They put their blood, their sweat, their tears into winning these championships, and they're getting nothing but a t-shirt. I mean, look, I have so many of these around the house, they're like rags. I don't even know what to do with them anymore.
Tell me about your game tonight.
Oh my gosh, don't even get me started on my game. If I would have had the support from the university, I could have had coaching staff, I would have had practice facilities, I would have had help on the sidelines, but no, we lost on a last-minute goal, and I'm out of the running for another house rag. We, as intramural athletes, need more from the university.
I'm here at the BYU football offices, the Inner Sanctum, to talk to a university-sponsored athlete and see what he thinks about Sarah's claims.
How are you doing, Mad Dog?
Good to see you, Chandon. Thanks for letting us be here.
Thanks for coming. A little better than a t-shirt, huh?
Ha ha ha. So Chandon, I sent you that email with Sarah's comments. What do you have to say in response?
Well, my initial reaction was, wow. I didn't realize she was having so much trouble and stress with her couple-hour-a-week commitment with childhood obsession. She probably should have given up at the end of high school. I was just thinking about how university athletics, as their sponsor, are able to touch more lives. They're able to be more involved and represent more than just us as individual players, more than just the 8 backyard bandits having fun. And in turn, I really want to ask Sarah, how many people do you really involve? How many jobs do you really provide? Does she involve the hundreds of players, the hundreds of staff, the trainers, and not to mention thousands of alumni, students, and the legacy that's known throughout the world? University athletics, as they currently stand, I believe unite people across the campus, the state, the nation, and in BYU's case, around the world. So Sarah, who do you bring together again?
Wow, that was a really good question. As an athlete who's experienced benefits from both university-sponsored sports and intramural sports, what can you tell me about your personal experience?
I've benefited a lot from both types of sports. Whether it's college soccer with BYU, I've had the opportunity to travel all across the country and even overseas to Taiwan. And in high school, when I realized that I wouldn't be 6 feet tall, I knew I couldn't play college basketball, but thank goodness BYU has intramurals, so I could play those and win a championship there. There are benefits to both types of sports. They both include a lot of people, whether it's actually playing the sport, or just working the game, or even cheering for your school's team. While university-sponsored sports let you compete at the highest level there is, intramural sports let you just have fun with friends and whoever you want to play with. I know Sarah talked about how university-sponsored sports have a lot more funding and they get a lot more swag, but I think that intramural sports, you get the t-shirt when you win, and I think that that t-shirt is worth a lot more just because you have to win it in order to get that. Both sports include a lot of people, whether it's just the people in your friend group or if it's at a BYU football game, it's the whole university. All in all, the end goal of sports, of all sports, is to have fun. And I don't think the level of competitiveness nor the amount of funding you get can take away from how much fun you can have.
There you have it, folks. There's obviously benefits from both.